Hey guys, it's Sarah. Thank you so much for watching. So today I am going to do a full face of cream products. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I used to be very, I don't want to say anti-cream products, but I pretty much just gave up on cream products for a while there. I'm talking about like cream bronzers, cream blushes, cream highlights, any of that. I was just really set in my ways with using powder products for all of that. A lot of that was because I just couldn't really understand how to use them. I always had it kind of ingrained in my head that I was supposed to set my whole face with setting powder. Up until just recently, that's pretty much what I did every time. And I didn't understand like what order you were supposed to do things in, because you can't really put cream products on top of powder, or you can, but it can kind of mess with everything underneath. So I've been experimenting a lot more lately. I was determined to kind of push myself out of my comfort zone a little bit and make cream products work for me, and I have been having a lot of really good luck with it actually recently, and I think a lot of the reason is just because I really wanted to make them work, because it really does make sense that cream products look a lot more natural on the skin. When you use cream products, things aren't going to look as heavy and dry and cakey, especially if you have dry skin. Lately I have kind of more normal skin, but leaning a little bit dry right now. So it's kind of nice. It almost feels like I have less makeup on when I'm using cream products instead. So I'm going to start with just a primer. This is the Ulta Beauty Hydrating Face Primer. I just recently started using this and I think I really like it, but I overall just want to go for kind of a really nice hydrated, plump, glowy look today on the skin. That's kind of what we're going for. And I feel like this primer really does just kind of give my skin a nice level of healthy hydration, and it makes it almost a little bit shiny. But once I go over it with foundation, I think it'll look really nice. For foundation, I'm just gonna use my favorite to give everything the best chance of looking good. This is the Healthy Foundation from Physicians Formula. And I mean, you guys know I love this foundation. I'm just going to apply it all over. I think I'm kind of running low on this. And I'm gonna use my Beauty Blender sponge for most things today, just because I feel like everything just looks a little bit more flawless and kind of meshes in with my skin a little bit more easily with a sponge than it does with a brush. I love the way that looks over the top of that Ulta primer. I feel like that just looks so nice and just like even more dewy. Usually this foundation is a little bit dewy on its own, not super dewy, but with the primer underneath it just, oh, it looks so nice. And I'm not really going for full coverage today, so I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that with that one layer. I almost just want to look like I'm not really wearing any makeup today. That's kind of what we're going for. Gonna quickly do some under eye concealer. This is the Covergirl Vitalist Healthy Concealer. It's a very light coverage, more just like brightening concealer than anything. So I'm gonna go with a little of that. So you can kind of see that was a little bit more brightening than, it doesn't really have a ton of coverage, but that's fine with me for today's look. This is just gonna be very light, kind of minimal, very skin-like look, almost like a no makeup makeup. And I'm not gonna set that right away. I am going to set it at the end. I always have to set my under eye concealer just because things really do settle into my fine lines when I don't. And so we'll do that in a little while, but I want to go ahead and go in with the powder products first. I'm just going to go in the order that I normally do things in, so I'm going to start with bronzer. This e.l.f. bronzer is kind of interesting. I'll show you. I don't know if I love it, but it's kind of like a red toned bronzer. Kind of odd. I don't know if... I think that sheared out, I have used it a couple times, I think that sheared out it looks okay. I'm actually going to use a brush for this specific step just because I have tried to use this with my sponge before and it's a little bit hard to get it to spread out when you apply it directly to your face with a sponge. So I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, just kind of pick some up on there, and I'm going to use this to kind of apply it to my face. Oof, I don't know. This is the one product, I don't know, it's not because it's a cream product, I think it's just the tone. This does have a little bit of shimmer in it too. I may need to go over that with a little bit of my foundation sponge again because it looks a little red. Kind of makes me look like I'm sunburned. I definitely don't want this look to turn out to be an epic fail. I want it to actually look really good, so we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna kind of like go over that with my foundation, what's left of my foundation on my sponge. Just kind of like, yeah, make it blend in a little bit better. That's better. Okay. Then I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Blush Balm. I have the shade Pinched. This is so pretty. There it is next to the bronzer, kind of spread out a little bit. So pretty. I love this stuff. What I've been doing is I've been actually just applying it directly to my face with the applicator. I might actually just do this with my finger. I almost feel like the sponge tends to kind of shear it out too much. So I'm gonna just do it with my finger this time, and I think that's looking really nice. It's almost like a gel consistency. Like once you start spreading it out, it really just shears out and looks so natural. Like it just looks like my skin is creating this color. Really impressed with this so far. I mean, look how just like juicy and healthy my skin looks. Like this is what, I've always liked this kind of a look. I just had to kind of force myself to learn how to do it. The good thing about a sponge is you can just kind of go over everything and mesh everything together. All right, now for some highlight, I'm going to use the Ulta Face Sculpting Color Stick in the shade Pixie Dust. And what I've been doing with this is actually just kind of drawing it on there on top of my cheekbone. And this is so nice. I have really been enjoying this. This is just like the perfect tone to where it kind of just makes my cheekbone look wet and like glossy, which is kind of what I'm into right now. And I feel like I can just draw it on there so quickly and easily and then pat it in with my sponge. It blends in really quickly without like really messing with what's underneath. Sometimes I even layer on top of that with a powder highlight to make it like really intense, but today I'm just gonna leave it like this so you can see. Oh, so nice. Like that is just exactly what I want my cheekbones to look like. I'm even gonna go a little bit down the nose because that's just what I do. And Cupid's bow, because why not? Just like in the mood to be super glowy today. Oh, yes, my skin just looks so hydrated. And my skin's been kind of dry these past couple of days, so it feels nice to just have these really hydrating products on my skin. It feels like I'm hardly even wearing any makeup. So I am just quickly gonna set my face with the Wet n Wild contour palette in Dulce de Leche. I kind of purposefully didn't show you the contour side in that shot because I have a surprise for you guys. You can probably guess, but you have to wait till my next Project Pan update. Okay, I'm being weird. I am just kind of going over that crease with my finger to get rid of anything that's settled. And I'm just doing a very light amount. I'm not going crazy with this. I just want my under eyes to stay in place. And that's it. That's the only powder I'm gonna put on my face today, which is crazy. I am gonna go ahead and do my brows and mascara. I'm not even gonna do any eyeshadow today. I'm just gonna do brows and mascara. I'll do that off camera, and then I'll throw on some lip gloss and we'll just take a look at the final look. Okay, so I just did brows and mascara, and I am just really, really pleased with the way that this looks. I feel like my skin doesn't look insanely greasy or anything like that. It just looks like hydrated and healthy. Now, today isn't a very active day for me. I'm just gonna be working from home today, editing this video after that. And so there's really, you know, I'm not gonna be like going out, I'm not gonna be, you know, sweating. Obviously, I mean, it's still chilly outside. But I honestly feel like this is the kind of look that I'll wear even in the summertime a lot, because it's just, it feels very lightweight. It doesn't feel like my skin is like covered in powder products that are just gonna kind of break apart weird and, you know, melt off throughout the day. This is the kind of thing that it'll wear off evenly with my skin because it already looks like skin, if that makes sense. I'm gonna put on my Dose of Colors lip gloss in On Repeat because I've just been loving it lately. Alright, so there it is. I love it. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, I am so glad that I decided to kind of start pushing myself and using powder products. I don't feel like I'm missing anything by not really setting my face with powder, because a lot of the reason that I used to set my face with powder was A, when I had more oily skin, but not only because of that, I felt like I had to put that on before I put on like powder bronzer and powder blush and powder highlight, because that was what would make those things kind of blend over everything easily. But even lately when I do use powder cheek products and stuff, I haven't been setting my whole face. I've just been kind of maybe setting my T-zone a little bit, around like my smile lines and stuff, maybe a little bit on my forehead, just to kind of control the shininess there a little bit. But I don't feel like I need it in order to blend powder cheek products well. I feel like those blend just fine. If I'm using a good brush, I feel like I don't really have an issue with it. So I am very happy about all these products. I don't know if I love this e.l.f. bronzer. It might not be quite the right tone for me. It also has quite a bit of shimmer in it. I would love to find like a matte, cool contour color for my cheeks, because that would be excellent. But I don't know, I think I'll keep using this. And then the Flower Blush Balm is just, I have been using this like nonstop since I got it. I really like it. And same with the Ulta highlighting stick. This is something I never would have thought to try on my own, but I'm really glad that I got it in that gift with purchase set, because it's a really nice product. I am really enjoying it. I feel like I was worried when I first saw it that it would be too dark, but I feel like it just is like the perfect tone for me. So very happy about all of that. So let me know if you are more team powder or team cream products these days. I definitely can appreciate both now. I used to just be like straight powder all the time. Now I kind of alternate between the two, and I can appreciate both for, you know, different purposes. So let me know what your thoughts are, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.